ask her after this, I think. Right. Are we live? We are. Yes, it's doing a thing. Right. Technology is in my favour for the moment, but we will see how this goes. Hello, everybody. I hope you're doing well. I've just, sorry, I'm a couple of minutes late to what I shared, but I've just asked Mr. Dan Bodle if he wouldn't mind sharing this around. I think my daughter and partner might, maybe if you share it on your pages, maybe. So I wanted to use today, I mean, if you're watching this later, it's still going to be important. So I'll go through all the important stuff first, and then I'll do questions afterwards. But do feel free to answer any questions in the chat, and I will get to them. I just want to go through this first. So we've got a few days left. As you can see by this timer here, 3 days, 13 hours. It's crazy. It's crazy close. And a lot of you are asking me questions. Now, I'm going to be very, very busy from Thursday onwards. I'm not going to be able to answer all your questions. This is where this website will come in very, very handy. This is canterburygamingconvention.co.uk. It has the exhibitor list, the special guest, the what's on, the team, the FAQ, the contact, although maybe don't use that, and then the about, which again is just more about us, and you can book as well, so all the prices and stuff is in that. But on the home page, when you get onto your home loading, I know you guys are going to be asking where it is, where can we park. Here is literally, there is a Google Maps for the main hall, for the second hall, which is just across the way, and the quiz venue as well. So it's all got Google Maps links to those locations. Right, as we go down, there's a bit of a site map. Now, I want to talk about parking. Now, if you are disabled and you absolutely 100% need the... sorry, Karen, yes, I am live. I should be. If you absolutely need disabled parking, you can park in the pavilion car park directly outside the main hall. However, that's really limited. So have a think about, could you do the half-mile walk from main car park? It's all flat. It's all paved. It is still accessible. Obviously, if you absolutely need it. Now, I'm not... I won't go into a debate of, always, disabilities and stuff like that. It's if you feel you could do it from the main car park, then please do. There's 450 spaces there, and everybody that parks there, it just means that someone that absolutely desperately needs the disabled parking, because they need that instant access, then please just have a think about it. But if you absolutely do need it, yeah, of course, the disabled parking area is just outside. So it's not going to be a boring walk, though, because if you do park in the main car park, from the main car park leading onto Parkwood Road and along here will be a micro-macro trail. 2 reasons. 1, it's really fun. And 2, it will allow you to see the direction of where the hall is, which is really useful. So then, yeah, if you need anything, I mean, there will be food and drink on site. Okay, oh, Karen just said she can see. That's good. Oh, phew, I'm not just talking to myself. If you need sort of like food and drink, other options and cafes, and then there is some more on site, as you can see. But there is going to be sort of basic food and drink options and a bar, which is the most important thing in the actual main hall itself. I'd advise bringing bottles. So if you've got like refillable bottles, there are 2 water stations. Nice cold water. Obviously, stay hydrated. So there will be water on tap, and I'm sure you can also ask the bar if you want some tap water. But yeah, there will be 2 water dispensers right at the front. So, but yes, parking. That is the Giles Lane car park, and this is the Pavilion car park. So Giles Lane car park is your default unless you absolutely need the disabled parking. I will add as well, if you are staying on site, you will get your own parking. You should have it in your accommodation. In fact, there you go. If you want to stay nearby, there is a link for on-site accommodation. When you book that, you will get a link to where you need to park as well. So you'll have your own parking, which might actually end up being closer to the venue. Right then we've got our it says checkout finalised layout. It's a little different. It's a little different than this, so take that with a pinch of salt. But it's mostly the same. It's mostly, yeah. These are done now, unfortunately. So pre-orders of the badges have gone, but she will have some spare ones. So yeah, that's obviously more of the important information is on this. You know, where it is, how to get there. There are, as I said, yes. If you use the Google, there you go. It's just here. If you use Google Maps, you can do directions. You can set it by car, train, however you're getting here. There are lots of bus links as well, by the way, to the university. So then you go on to, let's go on to exhibitors. As you can see, we've got a whole array of exhibitors. Absolutely crazy amounts on there. Then we've got our special guests as well. So these are content creators, very special people, voice actors, authors here, content creators. Got a whole plethora of those. And at some point, there is one more we're adding, which stay tuned, you may see them. What's on? So there's a whole what's on page as well. So this may take a little while to load. Go through the pictures, and it's got all the bits on, like the quiz night. Yeah, the quiz night's very important. Make sure to book your ticket for the quiz night in advance. We will not be doing tickets on the door for the quiz night. So yeah, like the league things like the League Cup, the Set Champs, got the Flesh and Blood events there. Then we've got board game tournaments. We've got live action roleplay shows, Arkham Horror, more live action shows, more Flesh and Blood, more Pokemon. This is the big Pokemon pack opening event. Bad Trevor. So yeah, just have a look through those of what we got on. Then we got and see what the exhibitors and special guests are running as well. Then we've got the team. Some very flattering pictures. Look at that embarrassing one there. Obviously, yeah, I'm the lead organizer there. Mods will be on site, and they will be looking after all the TCG side, making sure that's all running smoothly, but mostly on the Flesh and Blood side. Phil there will be your Pathfinder lead. Carol and Chris will be your RPG captains, depending on what day. So they're there to make sure that the RPGs, are running smoothly, and that we haven't got maybe little Timmy joining an 18+ campaign or session. We want to make sure that everything's age appropriate, that GMs are putting in veils and lines. Joe, no picture for Joe. That's a shame because he's the most handsome of them all. But Joe is going to be your Lorcana judge for the day. And then Mr. Paul there is the Pokemon TCG judge. Shout out to Paul as well, by the way. An incredible advert made for the Cup. And thank you to Paul, actually, for sharing a lot about how to get there. Links and bus times and such just fairly recently on our page as well. Really important section. There is a whole FAQ. So if you've got any questions and the team are not responding because they're busy, and I will be in 2 days' time. I'm going to be very, very busy. These are the basic questions answered. Look, we've covered we've literally the getting there, at the convention, the venue itself, the accessibility side, and then there is the get in touch. But again, don't do that because not in 2 days' time. So yeah, that's where we're at on that. So the building is very accessible. It's all ground floor, straight into the hall. 4 double doors in, so we shouldn't have much congestion unless we're very busy. We are expecting we're hitting about 700 for Saturday. I think by the time we get nearer the time, it could even be 800 on Saturday. So do bear that in mind if you've got any tournaments or anything lined up. Then I do not turn up 5 minutes before, because it's not going to happen. Yeah, there is a contact page which I am actively responding to in the next day, but Thursday onwards probably not. And then there's a bit about as well. So yeah, there we go. Oh, let's go back to that home page. There's back to the times there. Yeah, so there's a lot going on. What time is the indoor tennis? That's a good question, Karen. Well, we can play tennis on Friday if you like. I'm sure there'll be a little bit of room. Maybe Sunday on the pack down. You know, that's, if you are turning up wanting to play tennis, this is an event for you, I'm afraid. we've got no tennis stars coming or anything like that. Unfortunately, apologies for that, Karen. What a great question. Completely irrelevant. I love it. Right, what else did I want to talk to you guys about? There was a million and one things. I'm sure there was a million and one things. Questions. I've had lots of questions over the past couple of days. The main one was about parking, so I really, really wanted to get that parking out the way. Heading over to the chat, if you do have any questions that are legitimate, please do. Let's go back to the what's on. No worries. Right, oh, perfect. There we go. Gwent. A lot of questions about Gwent. We have very, very limited copies left. There may be a few at the show for sale potentially on Adam's stall, but they will go quick. We had to get some air freighted over, and it wasn't as many as we were hoping. So I think we're getting something like 30. Adam's gonna have about 20. So, but we've taken lots of pre-orders as well. So if you're coming to the show and you want Gwent early, just pre-order it on the Dice and Destiny website, so that it will be, and there's an option for CGC collection. I'll be boxing those up on Thursday with everybody's names that have pre-booked, and then you can get them from the front desk. If you want to do the tournament, it's limited, unfortunately. It's only we've got 2 16-person tournaments. You can only do one, not both. But sign-ups will be from 9:30 in the morning. So pre-book your ticket, get in early, and get your name signed up if you're looking to do the Gwent tournament. For signing up, for just joining, you get the gems and I think the coins. The coins and the gems, and then everybody that wins in a pod is going to get a 2-player playmat, so that's decent. And then the winner is going to get the main game, which is absolutely incredible. Moving on to what else we got? Oh yeah, obviously Endless Board Gaming. We will have more information about the board game library, about signing in and out. It'll be a case of saying what game you've got, what time you signed it out, and your contact. So if we're looking for that particular game and it's been signed out for about 6 hours, unless it's a 6-hour game, we'll be chasing that just so we know. There are 3 board game libraries going to be there, and it's going to be my own. I've got a few back there behind my head. Dice and Destiny's own library. I've packed the entire lot because we're moving store soon anyway. So you've got all of the games from Dice and Destiny, and then the Gaming Society from University of Kent. They'll be bringing over their games. Now they've got a lot more. They've got a lot of big spicy games actually for university. So yeah, thank you to them for lending us that. I will talk about the Bring and Buy as well whilst we're on about board gaming. The Bring and Buy is a system where we will have a trusted volunteer at all times watching the area. That doesn't mean that we are responsible. It just means it's a little bit of peace of mind for you guys that there is somebody that is watching the area, making sure people are respectful with the games and etc. That we will enforce. We will enforce. They'll also be there for questions. So say, for example, someone is there and wanting to buy a game and they can't contact this person, we can try and help you out and see if we can find the right person for you if we know them. There's a lot of people I do know, so hopefully I'll be able to link them, or we can do a little bit of a shout out in the hall. I don't like to do shout outs in the hall, but sometimes it's important to get people's attention. But it is a case of leaving the games, no more than 20, leaving the games there labelled with your name, contact number and the price. If you want to buy that game, you contact the seller. We, CGC, are not doing any of the transactions. We'll be there to assist and give advice. But we are not actually handling the transactions. We're just there to watch your games and try and just be as helpful as we can without being too involved, because otherwise we'd have to put other systems in place and cash landing. We're not big enough for that. We're not Expo. We're not 72,000 people. Okay, so that's why we don't need that similar system. I know some people have gone like, well, Expo do it this way. Yeah, because that's 72,000 people. We are 720 actually. We're literally 100th of what's at the Expo. Quiz night, yes, quiz night. There will not be tickets on the door. Please get them in advance. One, so we know who we're expecting. 2, that will be my social night, respectfully. So I don't want to be doing transactions all night, getting you all in. 3, you'll get in really early. And 4, I won't have a payment machine with me. So, yeah, just pre-book your ticket if you know you're coming. If you haven't got a team, don't worry. We will pair you up with... most of the people that are coming so far are exhibitors and my family. And very close friends as well. They're all good people. So if you're like, oh, I don't really know anybody, just jump in. And it is a gaming quiz with a twist and lots of prizing. I've got boxes and boxes of prizing. Wish I could come for the quiz. I wish you could come for the quiz. I think a lot of people are coming, by the way, Andy. There's quite a lot coming from Thanet, so you know, maybe have a chat with them. Play to win. So I've just actually been talking to Arcadia Games Tables, who run by Mark, giving him a little bit more space, but then he's bringing 3 tables. Very fitting. He's bringing 3 open gaming tables that we're actually going to set these games up on. So if you want to play at a nice gaming table, you know, with the felt and everything, and the cup holders and all the other works that they may have, we'll have one with Stamp Swap, one with Libertalia, one with Tokaido. These are basically, you can play them over the weekend. You'll get entered. We'll have a sheet, and then at the end of the weekend, we choose at random through a raffle system who will win that game. We'll do one for Stamp Swap, one for Libertalia, one for Tokaido. If you play all 3 and you're on all 3, there's always the chance. However, we're only going to put you on that list if you pre-booked. If you turn up on the door, you're welcome to play them. Absolutely welcome to play them. But if you turn up on the door and you haven't got a pre-booked wristband, you will not be put in for the raffle. So pre-book your ticket. There's still time. We need to give the pre-bookers some benefits. Retro Gaming Zone, I'm very much looking forward to this. Please check out That Baldy Gamer and Phantasma Gaming. They have been posting for the past week or so all of the competitions they're doing. Now, our exhibitors, wonderful exhibitors, have given prizes to the Retro Gaming Zone that you could play any of the games and get involved and potentially win said games. The sign-ups for the competitions will be from 9:30. So if you're pre-booked and you get in at 9:30, you can go and sign up for any of the retro games that you would like to play. Obviously, it's first come, first serve, so we may fill out on those. There's lots of competitions, lots of prizes to have, as well as just the zone that you don't have to do the competitions. We're going to have 12 consoles, and 1 console at any one time will be competition, which means there's always going to be 11 consoles that are available to play at other times. Sabak, these guys, yes. So these guys will be bringing along a Star Wars cantina, and you can join and sit in the cantina and play Sabak, which I think is pretty epic. So it's a poker style game. It doesn't exist in real life. It's just something that's in the movies, a nod to the movies, and I believe one of the video games you can sit and play Sabak. Forgive me if I am wrong on that last one, but I'm sure it's one of the open world Star Wars that you can actually play the game, but you can come and play it in real life. Oh, hello. What have I done? Oops. Hang on a minute. Let's go back, shall we? Because that was silly. Oh, sorry, I just actually clicked on their link rather than the actual arrow. Role-playing games. So yes, if you go on to let's actually. No, I can't. Hang on. Can I show you Warhorn? I can show you warhorn.net. Of course I can. So there you go. This is why we use it, because it says Superior Event Manager for Games. Literally sign up or log in, then find Canterbury Gaming Convention. I'm hoping that I can sign in and not show anything. Otherwise, I will quickly click it off. There we go. So yeah, you can then search for Canterbury Gaming Convention. It will then come up on your upcoming events, 9th and 10th of August. In fact, if I go to the home page, will it? Oh no. It's because I've logged in, so that's why it's there. When you do sign up and log in, it'll go to the home page and it will come up, and then you can literally go in and start joining any of the events, which I think a lot of people have started doing, as you can see on the right hand side. Schedule. Here we go. There we go. So yeah, you'll be greeted with something similar to this. Unfortunately, it does do it in alphabetical order, so you're going to see probably a lot of Pathfinder and D&D to the top. Oh no, sorry, no, it's not. It's in time order. But yeah, we've got a whole bunch. If you click into them, they've got more information if you're interested. But this is a whole plethora of different RPGs that you can have a look at the information, look at how many players it takes. It will even say who your GM is as well. So, and this isn't all of them. This is just the community-led RPGs. These aren't the RPGs led by all of our traders that are so for example, Mystery Dice Goblin are going to have one-shots. Critical Kit, they're going to be running their own RPG. Converge Games will be running their own RPG, but they'll have their own systems for you to sign up during the day. This is just, as I said, community-led ones. Even Arkham Horror's on there. There you go. So even if you want to play Arkham Horror. So yeah, whole plethora of stuff you can see here. There's so many choices on Warhorn. But yeah, there will also be RPGs on the day. So don't panic that if you haven't signed up on Warhorn, there's still going to be some choices for you, but do get in early and sign up early. Juniper Green Board Gamers. So shout out to Colin and his wife who are coming down Thursday specifically to drop off the giant games. So yeah, we've got some really cool stuff, and not just from them guys. We've actually got some other giant games such as Giant Corridor, Giant Quale, Giant Butt Chest, Giant Bigley. What else have we got giant of? Giant Stomp the Plank, Giant Spy Guy. We've got a 5 meter by 2 meter Spy Guy fantasy. It's kind of like Where's Wally Meets D&D, which will be on the floor, which is going to be awesome. But yeah, shout out to Juniper Green all the way from Edinburgh. So any of you guys in the country that go, we're too far away, these guys are travelling 500 miles to bring you giant games. So just have a think about that when you think about your long journey. But yeah, thank you, Colin and wife, for doing that. Lovecraft in Gaming with Miskatonic University. This is very thematic, and thanks to Steve and the team they're going to set up basically a Miskatonic University. You could play things like Arkham Horror, Call of Cthulhu. There is a whole list of games. Can you mention? Yes, I will do. Yes, I'm getting there, buddy. I was just going through this first. Dan has just mentioned it. In fact, let's go on to exhibitors. Here we go. Let's go to Dicey Dragon Games. Oh, no, I can't because I've got to log into Facebook. Okay, we've only got your Facebook at the moment. So, Dicey Dragon Games, which is Inkong Stat to Meeple, however you pronounce it. I still can't pronounce his name. This is Dan in the chat there. Just mentioning about Diabetes UK and the charity raffle. So yeah, Diabetes UK is going to be the official charity choice of the event, and Dicey Dragon Games is releasing their RPG at the show, which is really exciting. Been years in the works, and yeah, all the proceeds to that book is going to go to Diabetes UK, but there's also going to be a raffle, which again, all of our lovely exhibitors, may I scroll through them very quickly again, and again, take your time going on our website and looking at what everybody does, because they're all amazing, and our special guests as well have put in prizes as well. But there will be a raffle each day, which Dan will be running at the Dicey Dragon Games stall. All proceeds go to Diabetes UK. Now, when it comes to choosing a charity, it can be difficult. Who do you support? We'd love to support them all, but I think given the circumstances of Dicey Dragon Games, it was a huge yes to Diabetes UK. Ryan Bodle, who is Dan Bodle's cousin, tragically passed away from undiagnosed type 1 diabetes. And forgive me for saying, Dan, I hope you don't mind, but he passed away on the 9th of August a few years ago. 9th of August, it just had to be. I think there's almost a sign, I think. The RPG was worked on by Dan and Ryan together before he passed, so Dan is continuing with this going forward. So, and yeah, it's going to be published and it's going to be amazing. Ryan's legacy may live on. Yeah, and we're going to have reps from Diabetes UK coming as well. So, sorry, that got a little bit emotional there, but yeah, I think that's going to mean a lot to Dan on Saturday. And may I add that it's his birthday on the 10th. so we're gonna raise a glass on the 9th for Ryan, and then raise a glass for Dan on the 10th. So yeah, it's gonna be his weekend. We've made a big thing about that. So and rightly so. You've done a lot of hard work to get that going, man. And yeah, may Ryan live on through your books, my friend. Right, so what have we got? We got some other questions here. Oh, hello Mick, how you doing? Excited for the whole weekend, mate. I cannot wait. See you Friday. Yeah, we will certainly see you Friday. Mick, feel free to pop your head in on Friday during the day if you want to. Entirely up to you. You can come and have a nosy. Well, there is a point actually to probably most of the people on this list actually so far. Collective. Oh, cheers, Alfie. Really appreciate that, dude. Thank you, man. There you go. That's what it's all about. Alfie, just there in the chat, literally said he's going to donate a prize for Diabetes UK. So yeah, wicked, man. That's really appreciated. Yeah, on the Friday, we would like to run probably more in the afternoon when we're a little bit more set up. But I want to run a little bit of a mock convention. That sounds a bit bizarre, but we don't. One of the big questions we get asked is, have you got pictures from last year? No, there wasn't a last year. I haven't run OnCon for 6 years myself, and CGC did run in 2021. Wasn't too successful because we were in between COVID restrictions, so we haven't had a proper event for many years. So we haven't got much content, to say the least. So there's some beautiful pictures from old events, with all respects from old Canterbury Gaming Convention ones. Really good photos of games that don't exist anymore. For example, there's a lovely picture of people playing X-Wing, but I don't want to get people's hopes up that there's going to be X-Wing coming to the show. People playing Guild Ball. I think there was a couple of Keyforge, and it was just a shame that every single picture I went through were of games that just are not played or supported anymore. So it is what it is, you know. So we want to get some content on that Friday and show people that it actually exists, and actually like show people the scale that we've got. You know, we've got 260 tables, 1,000 chairs. It's crazy. Oh my word. Right. That Baldy Gamer. What? Sorry. Can you give me a minute? Can you message your brother Bill and say, please, can he mention about Canterbury Gaming Convention? Bill, right. That Kalani Ghost Hunter apparently is at your brother's restaurant tonight. He's just messaged me. Could you message him and say, Daz says, please can you get a picture? Say that he's a big fan. He said he was in Canterbury earlier and he didn't come to my shop. Sorry, went off on a little bit of a tangent there. Kalani Ghost Hunter. I don't know if anybody of you know him. He's been travelling the UK. I'm quite a fan of his content. He's a bit of a foodie, but he's also a ghost hunter as well. So, man of my, of my interests. He was travelling up and down the country, and earlier today he was in Canterbury. He was at Canterbury Cathedral. He went boat punting, and then he posted a photo of the Wonky Door Bookshop. If you're local, you might know it. It's meters from Dice and Destiny. So I put it on there. Like I wasn't in, but I was like, I'd love to get a photo of, like, can we get a photo of you in our shop? Obviously he didn't respond, but we've just had a message from Jade's brother who owns a restaurant. I won't say where, but yeah, he's just messaged me saying that he's going to be in tonight, which is incredible. So let's go back to that Baldy Gamer's question of what's that bloody CGC all about? No idea, mate. I don't think anyone should come. You know, just 700 people Saturday and 500 people on Sunday that are just fools Why would they turn up, eh? Yeah, CGC, yeah, mate. It's all about getting people together, having fun. I don't want any negativity, by the way, that weekend. I'm putting that at the front because some people are making it a little difficult, a little, and I've put a lot of time, energy, effort, love, passion into getting Canterbury Gaming Convention as it is. Now, I am starting from scratch. There are hurdles of it's our first con in many, many years. Especially now as well, this week of all weeks, I've had some really trying questions. Apologies to one in particular that I may or may not have been a bit rude to, not on purpose, but they did mention that I was quite rude, and I don't mean to be. I'm just quite passionate about this. So when someone sort of gets, when they start questioning everything you're doing, it gets a little upsetting. So anyway, but when we get to the weekend, we're getting to that Saturday morning. All that negativity is staying outside the door, and if you bring negativity in, I'm going to remove you. I'll get my bouncers, Mr. Baldy and Phantasma. I'll get my bouncers to get you out. I just think that. I'll be honest, it's not going to be perfect. There's going to be things that I'm probably going to forget. There's going to be things that maybe won't work out quite how I plan, because it never goes to plan, does it? But let's all just have fun. That's what it's all about. That's what gaming's all about. So yeah, what's the food like? Will you bake me a cupcake? I know you'll have free time this week, mate. Yeah, I got loads of it. Do you know what? If it wasn't for the fact that the uni are a little bit. They're doing their own food, if it wasn't for that, I would definitely make cakes for you all. Jess made a chocolate cake earlier. It was bloody gorgeous. She's got time. She'll bake for you. Super excited. Alfie's put here. Super excited for this. Can't wait for it. Got so many cards and board games ready to go. That's what it's about, man. Yeah, let's. And do you know what? I think I might end up buying few of your games because I spent ages looking through the in fact, if you wouldn't mind actually, Alfie, putting in the chat, just remind me the publisher name again, because they've got some cracking games, but they're all very hard to get over in England. But yeah, if just remind me that publisher name, because I remember when I was at London Film and Comic Con, I was going through, there was about 135 titles. I was going, are you getting this? Are you getting that? Are you getting this? And yeah, some really exciting ones. Look at the love hearts as well. Sorry, I've just seen those from Mick and Baldy. Yeah, thanks guys. Appreciate it. Right, let's go. Let's see if it's all the floor plan.
Bill's going to mention the board game convention to him.
Just say like you've been in Canterbury all day, and my brother-in-law has been begging you to go into my shop.
Reviews.
Huh?
Guy does food reviews.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he does. He does food reviews and he does ghost hunting. He's like the ultimate combination of interests. I love it.
Talk to him when he's there.
Oh, that's sick. Skybound, that's the one. Skybound Games. Yeah. Some is Planet Unknown in the library. Planet Unknown is not in my library. It's not in the main library to borrow, but I have asked my friend Amy, who will be doing some demos as well. I've asked them to bring it along. They do have the deluxe one with the Lazy Susan. I would say bring your own copy. If you're desperate to play it, bring your own copy to make sure you have a copy with you. That's an epic 6-player game. I absolutely love it. I think it's a fantastic game. It's a little bit long for the time that I'll have, but I wish I could join on that. Yeah, Skybound Games. If you guys have a look through Skybound and what they do, and then have a look at Alfie's stall, or even ask if Alfie's got anything that they could put aside for you. What does Mick put here? It's a huge learning experience. We've gone to the last 5 aircons and no Mark. 10 years ago, it was at his house. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Mick, Gina, and I need to play Clank. Yes, you need to play Clank. Oh my word. Okay, right. Yeah, that's. And I would be honoured to demo it to you when I got some time. Probably, actually, to be honest, like mid afternoon, I probably will have some time. When the exhibitors will be running, all the tournaments will be running. Probably mid-afternoon. Yeah, I like find me when you have a minute, and then I'll see if I've got a minute, and I'll come and teach it to you. Similarly, if I could, if you want to play Clank, it's one of those ones that I think you enjoy if you like deck building, but it's one of those ones that you can't take too seriously, if that makes sense. So, brilliant game. Oh yeah, it is. It's an absolutely brilliant game. Yes. Right. Floor plan creator. Let's see if I can get on this. Oh, ignore all the information you may or may not see. So you may have seen that when I said, ignore that map. I'm sure someone could. Yeah, there's a lot of people that know Clank, but I would feel quite honoured to show you Clank, to be fair. I mean, I'd love to play it with you, but time dependent. So there has been a few changes to the map. I can't help myself. I'm trying to fit more in. That's the problem. Now, you may see that Dice and Destiny are going to have a bigger stall, and the front desk is going to slightly change as well. That's for a reason, because we want to bring some more gear. Arcadia Games tables are going to run the play to wins for the Stonemaier, so I know they're not here. Don't worry, they're still running. Then where is it? These guys can't make it anymore, unfortunately. Gotcha Geek is going to move over. Watch this space for these two. There's a reason why I've got to move Gotcha Geek here, because of what's going here, and this person needs to be next to this person. So that's a change even from today. So unfortunately, Heart of 3D are not able to make it because they have had car troubles. The Mooring Cafe, who are a punting cafe in Canterbury. Sorry, could you girls just shut the windows for us? Sorry, because they're chaining up they're chaining up outside, and I'm sure you can probably hear that quite loudly. No, just shut it fully. No, just shut them fully anyway. Sorry to be a pain. Mooring Cafe, they do boat punting in Canterbury, and they've offered to run a table of Dungeons and Dragons throughout the weekend. So go and see them, ask what times they're running D&D. So that's a nice little addition to the RPG zone. Who else have we got added? Oh, yes, we've had a swap around here. Few reasons. In the evening, Paverson Games are going to take over Mind Clash Games. They're going to become Boxed Meeples. They're going to have this whole area and the food area, because we're going to be joined by not only Boxed Meeples, but Rosie Pocket from Cozy Board Games. They are, between the two, they're going to go give their name a punt. Oh my word, Sam, that was brilliant. Sorry, that just distracted me in the corner there. In the evening, Rosie Pocket and Box Meeples, they're going to run some big social games like Just 100, Tiny Things in Giant Rings, or something like that. It's Things in Rings, but a play on that. We've moved them closer to the bar, but we've also realised that Distilled, these guys are running Distilled. What better place to put it than next to a bar? So thematically, that makes sense. Hachette is so huge that you're not going to miss them, so not too bad worried about that. And we also needed to fit Spy Guy Fantasy, which is going to be in this gap here, and we didn't want Spy Guy Fantasy next to the food and drink. The game is 5 meters by 2 meters. It's got very big pieces, and we don't really want greasy mitts on them. So it's another reason why we've just kind of swapped them around and moved it away. So Zombre Abuse, interesting name. Sorry, who are you, Zombre? Is it Zombre? Are you a French zombie? Who are you? Andy asked 2 rooms and a boom playing. Yes. And if they don't run it, I will, because I want to. The University of Kent AGS, there's going to be Blood on the Clock Tower running, but we also want to do 2 rooms and a boom. I know the AGS were a little bit reluctant to do 2 rooms without having 2 rooms. Physically, we just cannot physically do 2 rooms, as in like the way it's meant to be played. But when we've run it at conventions before, we've kind of just said, right, you go that side, you go the other end. So yeah, in the evening I might run it, but watch this space. Anyone playing Marvel Champions? I know who Zombre Abuse is. I know who that is just from that comment. Hello, Kevin. How are you? Currently booked for both Arkham events and would love a game or two prior. Yes, so if anybody does want to play Marvel Champions, I have boosters for you. Sorry if you can hear the buzzing now. So the alarm is going off. I live above a restaurant, so there's nothing I can do about that. Ignore the minute of buzzing if you can hear that. Right, Hachette. So they've had a swap over. Unfortunately, the sword fighting guys can't make it anymore. So Agitated Kraken is taking over the miniature painting zone. So they've kindly agreed to do some competitions for different age brackets to win £25 worth of goodies from their stall. 3 brackets per day. That's like £150 worth of goodies they're giving away. And then the Sandwich Medieval Centre will still be in the same place. Families, so because the TCGs have got quite popular, especially Lorcana, we've had a bit of a move around in addition to that. Flesh and Blood are bringing a 6 metre big gazebo type thing. So we've kind of moved the family zone here, and I know from people that may have seen the map before that open play stretched the whole way across. However, we've added 4 more board game designers with their own games that you guys can play. The family zone is still sort of open play as well. It's just more, we'll have some kids games out. But we've got the pavilion across the road. So in the evening, there's going to be I think there's going to be loads of space for open games. You know, you can play whatever you want over here. There'll be a lot of these tables will be free in the evening. During the day, though, this might get quite busy, and I anticipate it will. So if there's no room here, there's room to play in the pavilion. However, if you're coming and you're like, if there's no room in the open play, go and play all these games. Like, all of these people have got fully fledged games that you can play. Hachette Games have got loads. Mind Clash have got loads. Paverson have got loads. Oh, the RPGs. We're going to have some Lovecraft board games here, not just Arkham Horror and Call of Cthulhu, but there's lots of other options of board games. So yes, okay, you may want to bring your own games and play those, but I would really suggest that, even though we haven't focused fully on open play, but there is still lots of play, just more specific games for you all. Some latest and greatest, and some new releases as well. That Paulie's put getting the chains ready. Hopefully Andrew of Yay Games will have his 2 new games, which he told me. Oh, yeah, good point. Yay Games have got quite a big space, so watch what's going on with that. I was just speaking to Andrew earlier. They can't make it till Saturday morning, which is a bit of a pain, but they'll be set up and ready for Saturday. So yes. What else did I want to talk to you guys about? I can't remember. What I wanted to talk to you guys. Oh, the couple of TCG guys. Yeah, they'll be streaming all weekend of their games. So quite a lot going on. Oh, yes, the improvised roleplay show. So these guys are now going to run 4. They were going to do 3 shows Saturday, 2 shows Sunday, but they've gone from a team of 3 to a team of 5, and they wanted to do more shows, but I said, look, don't do too many, otherwise you're going to burn out. So they're going to do 4 shows Saturday and 3 shows Sunday, so 1 extra show per day. Go and check them out. It's going to be really fun. They have given a prize for the quiz night, but it's not physical. It's not a physical prize. It's a really interesting prize, actually. But the winning team is going to get their prize, which is really cool. Board Game Library, bring a bite up the back there. Any Monopoly? Tom, no Monopoly. Well, not no Monopoly. I have Monopoly Deal, because that's actually good. Andy, when can we get t-shirts? Sore subject, buddy. You cannot. Oh no, you can. You can get one because you're volunteering on the Sunday. The T-shirts that I put up for sale have not arrived. The company sent the first batch. I was happy with the first batch, so I ordered a second batch and heard nothing. Luckily, I've not paid for them yet, but it's not the point. Oh, that Baldy! What have you started? That Baldy, be careful, otherwise you'll get banned. But then, yeah, Sam put Monopoly deal is allowed. Can I add, actually, Monopoly Empire is pretty decent as well. So there are some good versions of Monopoly out there. But and I don't know if Karen's still in the chat, but Karen, I think, has my favourite version of Monopoly. I think you've still got it. You know, the really rude one that's in your cupboard. Getopoly, which was banned back in the day. Absolutely hilarious. That's not going in the family zone, for what it's worth. But yeah, that version of Monopoly is also very good. Right, yeah. So yeah, we've got quite a few. Oh, we have had another edition as well. If I go back to our website, exhibitors, let's see if they have been added yet. I know Mod made this whole website, by the way, so shout out to Mod. Works with me at Dice and Destiny. I know they have been adding and removing people as the time has gone on. Okay, they haven't added just yet, but we do have another games designer who is going to rock up in the quiet play game area. So watch this space. It's not on here just yet, but it will go on to more exhibitors. Yeah, they're another games designer that I couldn't say no to. But looking at their game, it's a very cozy, quiet game that would fit the quiet zone quite nicely. So they asked to come along, and I said, look, well, we haven't got any room, but feel free to play your game in there. So go and say hello to them. Oh, there you go. That Baldy Gamer has got Gatopoly. Gatopoly is amazing. Oh, there you go. See, Kev, I knew it was you after that second comment. As soon as you said about Marvel Champions, I was like, it's got to be. Needs more clock tower. What needs more clock tower? Because we've got clock tower. It's going. There's a whole section for it. We're going to run it hopefully all weekend. But yep, Blood and the Clock Tower is running all weekend by Sam. I know you're coming to help us out. The AGS might run some, but then we've got Dave and Oliver, who are both very, very much looking forward to playing. They're going to do a mixture as well, so between them, they'll do a mixture of starter sessions and advanced sessions, depending on interest. But we'll probably do some sign-ups on the day. We'll set some times as the day goes on and see, because it's one of those ones that we could do games from 11, but people might want to go look round first, and so we'll see how it goes. Right, yes, yeah, there you go. Karen says they still got it, and that Baldy's got a copy as well. What a funny but disgustingly rude game. So that version of Monopoly we'd accept as well, although careful around children. Yeah, very, 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 very rude. Anyone else got any questions before I wrap this up? Give us a shout if there's anything you want to know. Sensible ones maybe, because I've just seen Andy's in the chat and that Baldy's in the chat. Andy, too soon, my friend. No, Blood and the Clock Tower is going to be a fraction of the bit. If you think about it, right? So I've actually put them as 16 because 20 is a bit much, I hear, but also I needed to find more chairs because I oversubscribed with chairs. So you've only got 16 for each of those zones. Sorry about that. What was it? But yeah, so the Saturday we were expecting 700 people, and it could be more in the next couple of days as well. And the Sunday we're expecting nearly 500. So yeah, 16 people for Blood and the Clock Tower is petty. Exhibitors are open till 5, not 6. Till 5 o'clock. So this area in the middle. In fact, actually, let's go back to my floor plan creator. I think I've got one of my. Oh no! Whoops! Did I get rid of it? Maybe I got rid of it. Sorry, ignore. Oh, there we go. Well, this bit that says exhibitors, this big bold bit in there, that's all going to get cordoned off at from 5 o'clock. Like we'll just start closing it down from 5. We won't rush people away, so it might be near 5:30 by the time they actually close. But with all respects, they're going to be there from 9:30, so you've got plenty of time to do shopping, and then they'll be back on the Sunday as well. So, you know, worst case scenario if you miss them, but yeah, get your shopping in, because these guys are going to be very desperate to join us for all the other. I know, especially a lot of people want to come do the box meeple, an evening with box meeples. Some people want to do some other like the improvised role play show. So yeah, 5 o'clock we'll start shutting them down. 5:30 we've got a big event at the back, and then 7:30 we've got the box meeples. So yeah, we want to get these guys having dinner and stuff as well, you know, before they come and join us, join the masses, as it were. And it'll be really nice to have these guys along as well. A lot of these guys are doing the quiz night on the Friday as well. So, but yeah, 5 o'clock. Thanks for asking that, Mick, because some people may not have known that. Any other questions, guys? I've been on nearly an hour, so I think nearly an hour is quite good, considering. I will do another reminder about, because there's more people looking as well, because there's more of you on. I just want to do another reminder of parking. This is so important. Giles Lane car park. This is the map, by the way. Hopefully you can see it. You should be able to see it still. This is the main car park. It is half a mile, but it takes 10 minutes. Honestly, like, I don't like walking, and I can do it. If you can do the half-mile walk, we would really appreciate it. Because there's very limited disabled parking spaces, and we really want to use this space for people that absolutely need it. Yeah, so if you're like, yeah, I mean, to be fair, we will be checking for disabled badges as well anyway, because if there's a bunch of cars that aren't, we may sort of say, hey, a lot, you know, even if you come at 10 and there's space, that doesn't mean that someone won't need it later in the day. So just be mindful is the best I can ask. If you can do it, park over here. There is a little bit of entertainment on your walk as well, because leading from the main car park, or your first character you will see in the alleyway. There's a little, well, not I say it's an alleyway. There's a little walkway that brings you out onto Parkwood Road from the car park, and then all the way along Parkwood Road. Hopefully you can see my cursor. We're going to have a micro-macro trail. I know, Mick, you saw the picture that I posted up earlier on Facebook, which is, I've got like 14 or 15 micro-macro stands that there's a crime being committed, and you have to try and figure it out. It's a very tasteful crime, by the way, so don't worry about children. It is very tasteful, and for all ages. But yeah, so yeah, it's a short walk along. It's a short walk to any of the other amenities as well. I think there's a co-op. There's a co-op around here. I believe that's what this cup of coffee symbol is here. So if you want the co-op, there is a co-op here, but I don't know if that one's open. So I'll have to. I'm gonna drive around the university on Friday and just see what's open. A tasteful crime, yeah. Take what you want from that. It's an object that's been stolen. It's still not acceptable. It's not acceptable. But yeah, Darius is the guilty party. Yeah, it was me. It was 100% me. Yeah, I did it. So, but that walk, that trail will lead all the way up to Adam's stall at Board at Home. And if you get it right, there may be a pin for you. Jess is the accomplice. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, of course she is. Jess is very dodgy. Yeah. I don't know if she can hear me. She's somewhere upstairs. Right. Well, I may end this here. I'll give it, because I've been on nearly an hour. So if you've got any questions, now is the time. If you're watching this later, at a later date, please feel free to put any questions in the comments. but I'll give it 2 more minutes. I'll also let the chat catch up with itself. I'll take a drink whilst I wait. I think would be nice. But yeah, I'm very, 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 very excited to have you all along. Yeah, I'm very excited. Maybe silly excited, but I want everybody to stay positive because yeah, it's been a trying week this week so far, and I haven't even started the setup. So see you Friday, everyone. Yes, Karen, we will see you there. Thanks for saving the day, by the way. Karen and Andy will be picking up one of our special guests, saving the day. Heard this somewhere, but don't think it's true. And Andy there with a really, really important question, actually. Why is the sky blue? Don't know. Bye all. See you Friday. I'll be along during the day if you need help. Oh yeah, cheers, dude. Yeah, that'd be great. Yes, please. Yeah, come and check it out. And yeah, that'd be awesome. Right. Okay. I think that's enough time for some questions for now. I will see you all. Some of you Friday. Some of you Saturday. Hopefully all Friday. Get your quiz tickets. Do not leave it till last minute. Get your quiz tickets. Right. See you guys later. Thanks for watching. Those who did join. Bye bye.